from South Africa, from Rwanda, Bulgaria, England, United States, Canada, China, Malaysia, Seychelles, so many parts of the country, in Ghana. So with this kind of position, you continue to learn, you interact continuously, and then you keep on moving like that. I further went to the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators in the United Kingdom in London, Bloomsbury Square, and then went into arbitration. And but then at the meeting, I was fortunate to meet a young British surveyor. He's a farm surveyor who went into arbitration, and hardly do we have this kind of things over here in this country. So I've been in touch with this kind of colleagues from time to time, and that is my hope and expectation of expanding the network that one can develop. But then this one is different. Why is it different? It's a humanitarian tax on our shoulders. The need to protect our women, the girls, and even the men and the young boys around the street is a humanitarian tax on our shoulders, particularly in areas where we have insurgency challenges now in this country. So it's a deliberate effort, and that took me to the Red Cross, and now I am here in this GBV community, if I can put it this way. To cap it all, I want to leave you with the statement of a very, very famous Kenyan author, James Ngugi wa Thiong'o. If you can remember his book, Weep Not Child. In that book, although it related to decolonization effort in his country, he said, "Weep not, child, weep not, my darling. With these kisses, let me remove your tears. The ravening clouds shall not be long victorious. They shall not long possess the sky." I always love those words of James Ngugi wa Thiong'o, a very famous author from Kenya. Now, I want to encourage all of us never to lose hope, because hope is what God has given us. And you can remember the famous book of former President Barack Obama, The Audacity of Hope. He was going to church, hearing from his pastors, but he couldn't pick anything. But one line that he picked was hope, the audacity of hope, that you don't see things happening, but things will happen. In spite of the difficulties, keep hope alive. One day, you will emerge from the doldrums of fear and scare to a place of optimism, and positive energy will come to play for you to assist in uplifting those who are challenged because of gender violence in our country. I congratulate you all. I feel the honor and delight to be with you, and I look forward to more interaction with you. Thank you very much. Happy graduation.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, let's give our best emoji in the comment box to appreciate former Attorney General of Borno State. I never knew that you were former Attorney General. What really struck me that when I saw your profile, like graduated in 1985, I now asked myself, where was I in 1985? I was in primary school. All right, thank you very much. I'll ask Barrister Saratu to give a vote of thanks. Then the floor is open for questions or contribution or insights. Let's take that one before we have Chief Magistrate Safiya. All right, thanks so much, sir, for your time. I really appreciate you, and for doing the work and now transitioning to humanitarian sector. That's a good one. I really appreciate you, sir. All right, so the floor is open. Barrister Saratu, you want to say something? Then the floor is open for anybody for these cohorts. Please.
Oh, thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful speech to us. Thank you for reminding us that when we dare to hope, then everything is achievable. Thank you for taking out time to address us, and it's indeed an honor to have you on this cohort, and looking forward to learning more from you, most especially myself.
I want to
Learning
learn
more
from you
from the
too.
legal profession. So I'm looking forward to meeting you one-on-one after now. But we're so grateful for taking our time to address us. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Amen.
My honor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, Ramilat, so again, sir, thank God that you have school in overseas. You have a US citizenship now, and you can travel to America without any issue. Now, what do you think about this Eurocentric influence on Africa development? Maybe you can share your insight. I've only been to 5 countries myself. I schooled in France, 2012 to 2014, on a French government scholarship. And I was in Germany, I was in Turkey, Holland, and what's it called? Poland. So, but you are more traveled than myself. So what do you think about this Eurocentric notion dominating our thinking in Africa? What do you think about that? And what is the solution to that? I'll give an instance. When I was schooling in France, a lady came to visit me. I was not married that time. A white girl, a French girl came to visit me, and we went for Starbucks where we take coffee. Then I brought out my credit card to pay for her. You know what she said to me? She said, "Don't pay for me." She declined. And I said, "Why?" He said, "If you pay for me, you are putting me under obligation to pay back, whether in cash or kind." That's their context. They share bills. But in African context, even if you invite a girl to come and visit you, you pay her transport money. When she comes, you feed her, you take care of her. And later, the man will now feel like, "Oh, I spend money on you. I'm touching you. You are saying it's an assault. Why are you collecting my money when you know that you will not agree to me?" So I give another story again. Look at African ladies. If you want to travel, I want to buy iPhone, you need to have a strong boyfriend who is financially strong. My friend too has a French girl, and the girl said, "Let's go on Qatar on holiday." The guy said, "I don't have money." But in the Western system, they gave them chances to borrow money to buy iPhone. So it means that a lady does not need to do hookup to buy iPhone. She can buy it and be paid gradually, small. Even a guy, you don't need to do Yahoo or do illicit art to get your money. So I want to look at what is your take about this, bringing the Western civilization or Eurocentric notion to our own, or influencing on African values and what we stand for. Maybe you can share your insights on that.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think you have better experience knowing about what ladies do over there.
Yes, they are not parasitic. They are not parasitic
too.
Yeah,
But seriously speaking, it's a dearth or absence of knowledge about the influence of African culture or other cultures on Europe. And you can see that even the White House was not built by white Americans. The White House was built by Blacks. And then the design of the White House, to a larger extent, came from Europe. And Europe also got the influence of architecture from the Middle East. So Middle Eastern designers took this to Europe, and now they are packaging it and bringing it back to us as if it's the best thing that we can have. The other thing is they are more powerful in terms of information infrastructure and dissemination worldwide, to such an extent that we feel boxed into a corner because we never search for knowledge to know the history behind the influence of Africa on the European tradition. So the Eurocentric influence on African culture is like a neo-colonialism to me. So the challenge is for Africans to rise to the challenge and face it and address it and project our own story by ourselves. So this influence regarding LGBT ideas and ideas of such nature is because of the way and manner in which they live their lives over there. But you can see of recent, a completely different approach by President Trump recently, who on his inauguration speech said that there is only two genders, man and woman. And he doesn't believe in this man marrying man or woman marrying woman. So you can see all these changes are influenced because of the lack of, because of powerful interaction and then resistance. You will give credit to President Jonathan and then the Ghanaian administration also, that they say, look, our African culture does not tolerate or accommodate those Eurocentric ideas that are now forced through our throats, more or less. So it's a question of getting information, learning about our backgrounds, and telling the world everything. You will be surprised to know that the world itself was mapped by Middle Eastern scholars and philosophers, geographers, astronomers. They are the first to discover the planets. They are the first to map the world. They are the first to calculate the circumference of the Earth. They are the first to give us a calendar and how many days you have in a year. They are the first to tell us that we have 12 months in a year. And so we have to go back in history. You will discover that the first university was established here in Africa. Yesterday, I was learning about King Solomon and Bilqis, who traveled to meet with King Solomon, stayed for 6 months, and then she came back and then gave birth to Menelik, who later, that's the ancestry of King Haile Selassie. And then somebody in, is it Oguno Ekiti, was saying that the Queen of Sheba came to Nigeria and she died in around Ijebu Ode or so. So these are things that are worth going through and discovering. Recently, University of Harvard wanted to know what was the cause of extremism in the world. And so they embarked on a study at the Harvard Divinity School. Fortunately, there is a lady from Gombe State, now a professor, Professor Hawa Ibrahim, sent me a paper. Can you write something about this? Why are youths going into extremism? Why are we having challenges on the, regarding gender violence and drug addiction? So they want to know, they truly want to know, they want to understand, because that's the center that can now send their research and recommendations to government so as to influence policy and legislation. These are the things that are lacking here. It is left for NGOs, organizations like Afrocentric Masterclass Nigeria, to project some of these views and send them across and participate. But then the issue of funding by both government and other private individuals is key. The Divinity School at Harvard University is funded by a trust fund by individuals. You can see what Bill Gates is doing. He has been funding a lot regarding women, inoculation, injections, and what have you. Although there are hidden other agendas behind it. But majorly, we need to project this. Nigerians need to understand that agencies like that, organizations like this, that are championing the cause of fighting gender violence in Africa, in our country, must be assisted. There are enormous funds for doing that in this country. And we'll even advocate for specific budgetary allocation to take care of these things. talking about influence and what have you, look at a typical example. Look at the family of our famous musician, Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Fela's father, Reverend Israel Anikulapo Kuti, was principal of the Abeokuta Grammar School. Fela is the first cousin of Professor Wole Soyinka. And Fela said most of his philosophies and ideas, political ideas, he got from his mother. And Wole Soyinka used to spend holidays in their family home in Abeokuta. And look at what has now projected Wole Soyinka to the global stage. This is a man who only did his first degree. He has no master's degree. He has no PhD degree, but he's a professor of literature and a Nobel laureate. So it is not certificate that matters. It is how you transform yourself deliberately. That is key in making changes. Thank you very much. And I hope I have been able to give you some answers. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I know you are a very busy man. Thank you so much. From what you said, I picked information and deliberate, intentional, personal transformation. So it's not about what you know, it's about what you can do with what you know. And I agree with you. So, and I want you, before you go, sir, I want you to meet Chief Magistrate Safiya. She's going to join us any moment from now. I want you to meet her before you go. I know you are very busy. So, now, and again, one of the things that I want to just highlight from what you said is about information dissemination. I never knew that Africans were instrumental to the beauty, Black were instrumental to the beauty of the White House. I never knew about that. Never knew about that. I'm learning that from you now. And I think we need to just find a way to put all this together and package it. All right, thank you very much. So the floor is open for questions. If you want to ask questions, please do that. My moderator, Saratu, do you have anything we are missing out?
No, not at the moment. Let's allow others to talk.
Okay, others. Okay, fine. The floor is open. You can ask questions, you can make contribution. This is the final day of the training. So, okay, Anja Safiya is here now, finally. Thank you so much, madam. So the floor is open. Make your contribution. Dr. Moji Iheme, am I correct pronouncing your name? She has a PhD in industrial chemistry. Is that correct, ma? Okay.
Industrial design.
Industrial design. Thank you, madam. You are welcome, man. Thank you so much. Good to see you here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Chief Magistrate Safiya is here. Good afternoon. Inauni.
Hello, good afternoon. Inauni.
I was in Meduguri for 1 year. I live in 202, but I'm still struggling to pick a little house I can pick. All right, you are meeting Barrister Mohammed Mugudo, former Attorney General of Borno State. And sir, this is one of our participants in cohort 11. All right, so thank you very much, man. So can you indulge us so you can meet yourself?
It's my honor to meet you, Your Worship.
Same here, sir.
Your Worship, for your information, I was born in Bauchi.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wow.
Wow.
I was born in Bauchi, Wunti Street.
Oh, so close. That's interesting. You're a Bauchian.
But married to Adamawa Fulani.
Oh, you are a true Northeasterner. Bauchi, born in Bauchi, married to Adama from Gombe. I'm from Maiduguri. Yes.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Thank you.
That's nice to hear, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry, I didn't say your lordship because I'm not a lawyer.
No, I'm not your lordship.
It's
your worship.
Your worship.
I'm not there yet.
So what do I say now?
I'm at the lower bench.
Lower bench, okay.
Yes.
So Barrister Saratu, can you read the citation so we can take our presentation now? Barrister Saratu.
Sure, just a second.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, thank you.
All right. Safiya Salihu is a Chief Magistrate of the first grade with Bauchi State. With Bauchi State Judiciary. Sorry, I think my phone is misbehaving and it keeps muting me. Sorry. Safiya Musa Salihu is a Chief Magistrate of the First Grade with Bauchi State Judiciary. She has been on the lower bench for 13 years. She was called to the bar in 2005. She was in the private practice for 3 years. Private practice for 3 years. She joined the Bauchi State Ministry of Justice in 2012. Chief Magistrate Safiya Musa has been an advocate in the area of promoting and protecting the interests of women and girls for over a decade. She has been trained in the area of SGBV, which is sexual gender-based violence. She is currently the vice chairperson of the FIDA Bauchi branch, which is International Federation of Women Lawyers. And she heads the litigation department of the FIDA branch, Bauchi State. Her worship, Magistrate Safiya, has been active in raising awareness by way of community engagement about the menace of sexual gender-based violence, its effect, and the importance of reporting incidences. She has been working with policymakers to strengthen laws and policies to address the menace. Her worship has been an active advocate of sexual gender-based violence in Bauchi. Please meet our speaker for today, one of our speakers for today, Her Worship Magistrate Safiya Musa Salihu. Hello.
Yeah, you can go ahead, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm done reading it.
Yes, you can go ahead, ma'am. Yes, thank you very much.
Yes. Well, thank you once again. It's good to be here. And I want to say a very good evening to everyone, particularly you, sir. You're welcome. And want to use this moment to say a big congratulations to the graduates. SGBV, that is sexual and gender-based violence, is something that it's been on the limelight for quite some time, and particularly during the pandemic, that was when we heard lots and lots about this menace. But it has been with us for quite some time, and it's not a new thing, but talking about it is what is novel, because before the pandemic, it was something that was hidden under the carpet. When you hear such issues, you hear about settlements at the police station, that it's not a good thing for you to come out and talk about it because of stigma, how the society will look at your daughter or your niece or your whoever it is that is involved. So a lot of people, then where it was taboo to discuss it, even at the family level. So after the pandemic, it became something that raised its ugly head. People started talking about sexual and gender-based violence. And it became something, a household name all over the world. This issue of not that is talking about it, of not hiding it, is what is novel to us. Before now, like I said, it was not something that you discuss easily, but thank God, in a way, the epidemic did something. It's a bit advantageous, because at least now we can come out and discuss it and take appropriate steps to, see what needs to be done in situations where the matter is reported. Because even presently, the cases of rape or sexual harassment are underreported. So it's like a new thing when you come out and discuss it. Not because it's new, but because people are now becoming aware. So coming back to breaking the silence, before now, or rather, there has always laws have been there put on ground, for issues like this to be addressed. The only thing is that when it comes to enforcing laws, we're a bit reluctant because, like I said, it's something that is not usually discussed in the open. For example, under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chapter 4 has discussed at length issues relating to human issues that, or rather, laws and things that should not be taken from anyone, inalienable, provisions, like, for instance, right to life, right to dignity, fair hearing, and so on and so forth. So if you look at this thing of harassment, it is something that has always been with us. In the Constitution, it's there, just that it's not, it's not something that has been discussed extensively. But under the right to dignity, it is something that a woman should be considered somebody that is worthy of being, recognized and protected. So when we are talking about laws, for instance, we don't have to go across and borrow laws under CEDAW, that is Convention on Elimination of Discrimination of, against women. There have always been laws with us, so we don't have to go far to, borrow laws or, even the recent Violence Against Persons Prohibitions Law. You don't even have to go far. It has always been there in the Constitution, just that a lot of people believe that when you're talking about laws or constitutional provision, it's as if you are talking about citizens, but you kind of separate that from a woman. Even amongst the, people like us, lawyers, we kind of look at something and differentiate it from a woman when we talk about citizens. But that is not the case. When the Constitution said we the people, it's encompassing. It includes a woman, a child, a man, whoever it is that, is a citizen of a given society. So we have always have laws, just that we kind of separate the laws from the situations on ground whenever we find ourselves talking about woman, or rather a woman's rights has been infringed upon. We kind of, dissociate it from what is before us. And the fault is ours, from the top to the bottom. We kind of separate the woman from the reality on ground. And I'm sorry to say, when you talk about sexual harassment or breaking the silence, we are all at fault. Wherever you find yourself, whether you are in Africa, in Asia, in Europe, in America, wherever, this thing of harassment, the society condones it when you look at it properly. Not consciously, but maybe subconsciously. You find somebody's right has been, for instance, let me just bring the current thing that is, known all over the world now. Look at a sitting senator. She came out. She said, look, please come. I have been harassed. Listen to me. She broke the silence, but a lot of people are, against her, saying that this is something that she should not even discuss out in the open. Let her come out and apologize, and everything will, be worked out, and, bingo, it's done. This is very wrong. The attitude is wrong. And it's not only in Nigeria. She has gone across to the UN. Believe you me, everybody has rallied. In fact, I was discussing it the other day with somebody, a highly placed person, well-educated. But do you know that he was blaming her, saying that this is something, of course, she's a beautiful woman. It is not something that is novel when you see a beautiful woman and admire. And sometimes back, an old man was saying on air that it's her fault for being too beautiful. That is something that should, of course, when you see a beautiful woman, you admire her, even if it's giving her a whistle. To him, it's normal. And that is how it is. That is the reality. So this is not something that we should hide under the carpet. We should break the silence. We are trying. People are talking about it, but it's not enough. It's not enough unless and until everybody put their hands on the table and say that, yes, we should discuss this thing outrightly and see where we can correct our past mistakes. Unless and until we sit down and do that, believe you me, the whole society, wherever you find yourself, is doomed. Because if a woman, like they say, educate a woman and you educate a whole society. And it's the same thing. When you abuse a woman, it's either somebody's mother or somebody's sister or somebody's niece or nephew or whatever, somebody's granddaughter or somebody's whatever. She belongs somewhere to a family. So unless and until you have this attitude of protecting a woman wherever she is, whether it concerns you or it doesn't, believe you me, the whole society will be doomed. And wherever it is you find yourself, if a woman can be, harassed, and we push it to the side and say that it is something that is the norm, she should accept it. That is how it is. It will never go, it will never leave us. And wherever it is that the woman is, that society will not be okay. If you have a woman that is maltreated and you feel that it's in order, she should accept it and forge ahead. Then she will have a home that is not happy, and she will now, as being part of that home, she will pass it to the kids, and the kids are, members of a community, from a community to a larger society. That is how it will, whatever it is that you send, you dish out to the woman, that is how she will dish it out to her offspring, and that is how it will spread like wildfire. Wherever she finds herself, she will give out that negative aspect that you pushed on her. And at the end of the day, we'll have communities and societies that are doomed. So I'm calling upon all of us to please embrace this idea of breaking the silence and talk about it wherever we find ourselves. I have a situation, there's a situation that somebody came and she wanted to discuss it. After a radio program, she took the number and then she called. She was telling me that, okay, she's from a poor family. The family is a large family with siblings, cousins, uncles, and what have you. But her own side of the family, her father is not so well-to-do. So she was sent to the uncle's house to help his wife with household chores, and then the husband can now, cater for her needs, her education, and what have you. Do you know that that uncle was trying to abuse the girl? Initially, she said he started giving her money more than she was requesting. And then, of course, the wife was treating her well. After a while, the wife traveled, and that was when he came out and started demanding something in exchange. So she was asking what she should do. I said, go out and tell your parents. This is not something that you can hide. Talk to your mother about it. Talk to your father about it. Talk to your siblings about it. Don't just hide it under the carpet. She said that she will know where it will end. I said, don't worry. You have to start somewhere. If you keep this thing under the carpet, you are doomed. And then she took the advice. She went to the father. She discussed it with the father. She received a sound beating, and she was told to zip her mouth. The father abused her from head to toe. He called the mother and told her, out amongst my wife, it is only your kids that are giving me problems in this house. This is what your daughter is saying after what this guy is doing to this family. And this is how she's going to repay me. So if you look at it from then, it is as if the father doesn't really care about the daughter. So the woman just took the daughter and sent her to her people in the village. And that was the end of the girl's education. So these are the kind of things that are, rampant in the society. Sometimes it's even the girl's father, sometimes her brother, and they will hide it under the carpet and say that it is a taboo. This is not something that should be mentioned. It should be kept within the family, or if it's taken to the police will now tell you that they have already settled the matter. There's an affidavit. The father has agreed to withdraw the matter, and so amount is going to be paid to him. So these are the kind of things that we're facing. Even though it's not a good thing for one to come out for fear of stigmatization, but it is better, at least be that example. The society will thank you, and believe you me, by the time we start addressing these issues head on, talking about them, coming out in the open, discussing them, and then setting example, it will deter others from engaging in such situations. And even if we don't eradicate, at least it will be reduced to a barest minimum. And I believe that is a big headway in, in heading this cankerworm and finding a lasting solution to it wherever you find yourself. Break the silence, come out and talk about it. Even if the whole society is going to turn their back against you, history will forgive you and history will be there for you. You will be one of the women, the pioneer people that come out. Natasha will not be forgotten in a long time to come, and it will be well with her. Initially, I was saying that this is something that she shouldn't have, voiced out so outrightly. She should have, limit herself to the members of the Senate. And then, of course, you can bring others to your side. When you discuss with them, individually, they know what is happening. And believe you me, they can come out. And if they look at her as their sister, they can even take it upon themselves and fight on her behalf. That was how I was looking at it. But after a while now, everybody was blaming her. When I discussed this with that important person that I talked to you about, he was saying, this is not bad, it's something that is normal. A man can admire a woman. But if she's not receptive, that is how it will end. Natasha was not receptive. If she was receptive, we wouldn't have heard of a single whisper from her. They would have done it behind the closed doors, and that would be the end of it. She would have enjoyed whatever it is that comes her way, and nobody will hear one word about it. But she was not game. She refused, and that was how she was sidelined, So she did the right thing by coming out. Even if the whole world will be against her, at least it's start. And she's there for us. People are coming out. Somebody has mentioned that she even slapped the Senate president, and a lot of things are coming out. The other women that were initially against her are now coming out. And I have also identified a problem with our women folk. When you start by being the odd one out, when you come out and talk about your grievances, initially, even your sisters, the women that are there with you, will not want to associate with you. Why? Because they are afraid. It is a man's world. So if you come out and talk about and side with your sister, you may be pushed aside. And the small thing that you're getting from them, they may, want to withdraw it. It is still in order. Be on the right track. By the time you show yourself to be an upward person, a situation may arise or a situation will come where it is only the straightforward people that situation will want to associate itself with, and the society will not forget you. But if you just collect
Could that be a network issue from my side? Okay.
I believe so. So the thing is, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
It's okay. So the thing is that just know that if somebody is on a right course, be with them. Ensure that you stay on the right path to carry your female folks along. In FIDA, we say that we protect the interests of women and children, particularly those that are vulnerable in the society. So being vulnerable does not mean that it's only women and children that are vulnerable. So the fact that we advocate for the interests of the vulnerable in the society does not mean that we're only for women. Yes, we are for women because they are the vulnerable ones in the society. But where you have men that are equally vulnerable, we don't turn our backs because we advocate for the right thing to be done in any given situation. So if it's a man that's at the receiving end, where, for instance, you find a woman beating her husband, we're on that track. we also stay with them and ensure that the right thing is done according to the law. So that is how it is in FIDA, and that is how it is in law, and that is how it should be wherever you find yourself. So like I was saying, those laws that are there to cater for women whose rights have been infringed upon have always been there with us. In the Constitution, we have them. So what we need to do now is to come out and create awareness, to tell people that wherever you find yourself, whether it's by it's from your father's house, your family, the community, wherever it is that somebody is there trying to infringe upon your rights, ensure that you come out and voice out your grievances. And there are lawyers wherever you find yourself. You can go to the ministry. There's a Department of Citizens' Rights. There's we have legal aid. You can even walk straight to any court. If you come to my court, just walk in. We are close.
I think the network is freezing. It's going to come back.
Yes, our network in Bauchi is shaky.
Okay, all right, no problem. All right, so while we are waiting for her to get back, so Barrister Mohammed, I know you have a deep knowledge of Islamic jurisprudence, so maybe you can give us an idea. This is a platform actually to look at alternative solutions to the Western approach for dealing with GBV. What is the Sharia position in dealing with sexual harassment? Do we have a kind of codified principles under the Sharia how to deal with sexual harassment or assault? Your mic is muted, sir. Your mic is muted. Barrister, your mic is muted.
Is it on now?
Yes, it's on now. Yes, thank you, sir. All right.
I think recently there were mobilization across most of the states, particularly in the northern part, to come up with new legislations with the penal code being amended and then replaced with new ones. So you have new protective provisions for gender-based violence being taken care of in those positions. And then mostly they take care of the background, religious and cultural backgrounds. Is Madam back?
Yes, she's back.
Okay.
I believe
okay.
I'm back. So like
Yes,
I was
no,
saying,
okay.
wherever
When you wrap up, Barrister Mabel was telling us about the position of Islamic jurisprudence on Sharia, how to handle GBV. By the time you finish your presentation, it will give us the background on that. All right, thank you.
I think she's better positioned to even tell us that.
Okay, tell us anything. Because we are looking at alternative, our courts are congested.
Yes.
All right. So what can we do? So that's what we are looking at alternative solution. Can we use the community approach? Bulama, can they handle it?
Still, her worship is better positioned to tell us.
Okay, let's hear. Okay,
maybe I will
complete your
tell one
presentation.
or two of my experience, but then I think she should be able to tell
maybe
us.
After your presentation, ma. Okay, can go ahead, ma.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, ma. Where it's frozen up again. I think it has frozen up, but let's see what happens there. Okay, she's back. All right, so, sir, I don't know what to do now again. So I don't have this on and off, on and off. The network is really bad in Bauchi. Bauchi people. Okay. Maybe we can go ahead. Okay, she's back now. I hope you is going into the. You can go ahead.
Okay, so where we were talking about the alternative. Yes, like I was saying, for instance, my FIDA, International Federation of Women Lawyers. This is a platform that is there that can do the work for you if you don't have a representation, where all of us are lawyers. We advocate for the rights of women. Though, like I said, if a woman is on the right track, if she's vulnerable or a child is vulnerable, they cannot afford legal fees, we're there for them. And there are other organizations too, like here in Bauchi, we have ICRA Foundation, we have, and if you don't even know how to locate in, you can go straight to the Ministry of Justice, and they can assist you. There's what is known as under Her Excellency, this Ministry for Women Affairs. We work hand in hand with them. They are also into a lot of things are being done by Ministry for Women Affairs, and all the NGOs are under Her Excellency's Action Aid. And I am aware that a lot of things are being handled at that level with all the CSOs under her Action Aid. So a lot of things are being, treated in that regard. When you go to one of the CSOs and you want, or maybe it's a bit, since she's Her Excellency, she's the First Lady, it's something that she can open her eyes to the police if they are not handling a situation correctly. For instance, in FIDA, though FIDA is a household name, but if, for instance, you have taken your case to, let me say, ICRA Foundation, and the person there in charge is not finding it easy to, deal with them, when you go straight to Her Excellency, she will just pick her back and go straight to them. She is passionate about this kind of thing. So here in Bauchi, we don't have problems regarding these things. There are alternative ways. I remember a case that somebody, a big officer, I'm not going to mention names, but in one of the forces, there were issues there. She took it upon herself. She called him. She talked to the police. At the end of the day, it was settled in a harmonious manner. And there was a marriage between the man and the girl. Initially, it started as harassment and being an ogre at the top. The girl was from a poor background, so it was like trying to take advantage. But when Her Excellency came in and opened her eyes, things work out for the better. So here we don't lack for, a place where you cannot work things out. If it's here in Bauchi, I know that we are well equipped. It's either with one of us or with one of the CSOs under the Action Aid of Her Excellency. So that is how it is here. And I know that the situation you can find the situation wherever you find yourself, just that a lot of people do not know how to seek for redress or where to go to. And believe you me, even if sometimes in my court, when a case comes before me that has to do with a woman that is not so buoyant, I usually say to the lawyers, this is a good case for you, because in the modern days, you can do something pro bono and it will be a plus for you. You can't just say that I'm only going. It's everywhere. It's everywhere now. If you have a situation that you feel you can assist as a lawyer, you are free to do it pro bono, and it's not going to take anything from you. And by the time you do it, it will be a plus, an advantage for you. So when you are looking for an appointment or something, these are the kind of things that are, I'm talking about in a worldly manner. That is, if you are not doing it, for the love of the humanity or whatever. Even if you are after the gains, so it's doing something pro bono is something that you can do, and it will be a plus for you wherever you find yourself. So in all situations, the only thing we need to do more is to come out and tell people that this is how to go about seeking for redress, so that they will know. And in FIDA, we have this thing of training people, at the grassroots level. We call it paralegal training. So we have already, so far we have trained only 4 communities. We intend to do it this time around. During our last tenure, when I was the treasurer, that was when we did the training, when we came on board, because we are the first, with the pioneers. So we have trained paralegals and we intend to carry on with that. When you train paralegals, it eases the work for you. When somebody is being harassed at the grassroots level, you train them, they can take the matter up for you. And sometimes they do it there without even involving the police. But if there's need for them to go to the authorities, the police are there. And if there's need for them to, come up to level of seeking for redress at the courts of law, we are there for them. So we are really trying, even if I see so myself. So these are the issues that needs to be addressed, to ensure that people come out and, break the silence. It must not necessarily be you that is affected. When you know that, or when you notice that something, underhanded is going on around you, you should speak up. We encourage the populace to do that. When you notice things that, are not in order, because some people, when a woman, for instance, is a market person and she goes to the market, leaving the children behind, some people can easily take advantage. You know how some people behave when they notice that a child is alone. So these are the things that we are, encouraging people to be their brother's keepers. And then again, we should also have it at the back of our mind that it's not only within your community that you are, that you should ensure that these safety measures are taken, even outside where things that are none of your concern, you feel that you're none of it's really your concern. There's this thing in law that we are masters in a temple of justice. So wherever I see something that is not being done as it should, I open my mouth, I talk, I ensure that the right thing is done. So I encourage people to do the same. You must not necessarily be a lawyer for you to come out. Like I said, we have trained paralegals. We call them, I say, don't go out and introduce yourself as a lawyer. You are not a lawyer. We are just training you to be something like a mini lawyer, like a paracetamol. So if somebody is sick, they start by taking first aid. If it's not in order, you go out and seek for proper medication. So you are like that. So I encourage everyone to be a kind of paralegal. That is why we want to extend the training, we want to train, we want each and every person out there to have basic knowledge about GBV cases and things that should be done in their community and the society at large. Yes. Hello.
Hi. Thank you very much, Mark, for this brilliant presentation. Thank you so much. So the floor is open.
Yeah.
I will call on Barrister Mohammed to respond to that. Then the floor is open for other people to make their contributions. Thank you very much. And thank you for indulging us, giving us this opportunity to hear from you.
It's okay. I was under the impression that it's going to start by 5. So I was actually lying down when my sister called. She said they are on. I said, okay, I stood up. So I'm sorry for coming in late.
No, thank you very much. Of course, we started on time. All right, yes. Barrister Mohammed, you can go ahead, respond to that. Then the floor is open for other people. Yes, and after this presentation, we have somebody again. She's a nurse from Adamawa State. She got the government scholarship to school in India. She made the first class in nursing science in India. And upon her return, she goes into digital marketing. All right. Some chambers are there, they don't have international visibility. If you Google them, you might not find them. She's very good in digital marketing. She's going to address us. So one of the values we have in Afrocentric is that you can have your regular 9 to 5, but have a side business, which is viable, which can help you to create a job for that. She's going to address us after response and questions to Magistrate Safiya's presentation. So Barrister Mohammed, you can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. My brief response is simply to say that most of the issues she has talked about are well articulated, and it's also spreading across because of the activity of FIDA. I can recall in Borno, for instance, the effort of FIDA in addressing most of these challenges that Her Worship mentioned now. But unfortunately for us in Borno, I believe you all know the kidnapping of our Chief Magistrate, who is married to a judge of the High Court, Binta Othman, with whom I worked together in the same law firm. She worked under me before. She's a sister, and we are still praying for her. Last 2 days ago, I saw her posting. I don't know. I'm just hoping and praying that she is out of the woods by now. And you also know, I earlier mentioned to you, are you with me?
Yes.
Yes, I earlier mentioned to you about the effort of Hawa Ibrahim from Gombe. She is now in Harvard University. She is a professor. She did a well-researched work on these challenges faced by women and children generally, particularly across the northern part of the country. There is a book, it's right here on my shelf. I will try and get a copy across to you, to Afrocentric. She did a review about
thank you,
the
sir.
Eurocentric as well as the Afrocentric and then the Islamic perspective on how to tackle
Thank you.
some of these challenges. And then as an additional thing, I think I will also equally share her email address with you after this event. Hawa is very passionate. I believe her worship may know her. She is from that axis too, Bauchi, Gombe. And she's very, very passionate about some of these issues that we are talking about. And I believe she will be interested in talking to you about some of these things. And one good thing about Hawa is she is very good in mobilizing resources to assist the work you are doing. I can say that even without her consent. Yes, I believe she will be able to do some of these things for you and get some of these materials for you, which you can share to members and then use them as tools in training most people, particularly the young ones who are coming to join you now, like myself.
Yes.
So I think that's the only thing I can say. Thank you very much. Thank you, Your Worship.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Excuse me, the magistrate that was kidnapped, how far with the magistrate? Has she been rescued?
That's something that is tackled at the top security level. I saw her posting a posting from her phone to me, so I'm just hoping she is out of the woods. I was able to talk with her husband about a month ago. The husband is out, they released him, but then she has been there. So when I saw her posting, I just hope, I don't know, if she's the one, I'll try and reach the family to know. But if she is not the one, maybe the family did a welcome back on her line and then got it open and they've been sending messages. She's very quiet, very humble, and I believe she will come out of this.
I pray so. It's very difficult.
Amen.
Yes.
Space in Nigeria, very difficult. Pray with the floor is open for other participants. Do we have anybody? Ramlat, anybody want to make contribution or questions to the presentation? Do you have anybody? Hello? Barrister Saratu, are you still on the call? All right. Well,
sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Yes, thank you very much, my co-moderator. Let me make you a co-host again. You can go ahead.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Can I go ahead to read the next speaker's profile?
Maybe, do you have, okay, yeah, you can, I think you can do that now. You can do that. So, Mercy James, Mercy, can you share your screen now? Yeah, you can read it. Yes, thank you very much. Let's see her.
Okay.
So we do it briefly. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
Mrs. James Mercy Tuwanga, aka Coach Mercy J, is a dynamic ophthalmic. I hope I pronounced it well. Care technician.
It's a medical term. She pronounced herself.
Okay. Yeah. Registered midwife and a digital marketing expert with a passion for both healthcare and online entrepreneurship. She holds a Bachelor's of Science in Ophthalmology ophthalmology care technology from Mewa University, India, and a diploma in midwifery from the College of Nursing and Midwifery, Yola, Adamawa State. In the digital space, she has carved a niche as a certified affiliate marketer and business strategist, specializing in social media growth, online branding, and revenue generation. Through her expertise, she has successfully trained and mentored over 50 individuals, equipping them with the skills to build profitable online businesses. As a Google My Business coach, she has helped business owners optimize their digital presence for greater visibility and customer engagement. Currently serving as a social media manager at Afrocentric Masterclass, she plays a vital role in content strategy, audience engagement, and brand positioning. Her ability to combine healthcare proficiency with digital marketing acumen makes her a unique professional bridging the gap between patient care and business innovation. Beyond her career, she is passionate about community service and has actively participated in outreach programs to support eye health awareness and entrepreneurship. With a results-driven approach, she continues to empower individuals and businesses to thrive in the digital economy while making a meaningful impact in healthcare. Please help me welcome Mrs. James Mercy Twanga. Over to you, Coach Mercy.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yes,
hear
we
you.
can.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. And thank you for not biting your tongue. It's ophthalmic care technology. All right, without wasting much of our time, because I've seen that the time is already gone, I will continue by sharing my screen. Sorry, like it's taking time. I have to grant it permission. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Is it still visible to all?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think network is crazy today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, actually.
Hello?
It's
Yeah.
hearing me.
You keep ceasing.
Wow, that should be the network then. Please, can
Okay.
you all see my screen again?
Yeah, we
Hello?
can
Yeah,
see.
turning
can see.
the other side.
Is it visible?
Sorry, ma'am, if you can hear, can you
Hello?
drop a message on the chat platform? We didn't hear a thing you said. I didn't hear. I don't know if others heard.
Okay, but can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. But you have
And
turned
can
the
you?
screen the other side. Like you're facing, is it north? It's not.
Yes, it's because I'm sharing my screen. I have to, it has to be in,
Okay.
maybe you have me on something else, or maybe I don't know how we are going to do it, but it is visible to all.
I can
Hello?
see you. I don't know about the others. And Mr. Olusud, we can't see him. The like Sarah said, the network is somehow crazy.
Let me go back. But can you all hear me?
Yes. I'm saying, can I share your screen from my side here so you can go ahead? Okay.
Is my name visible to all?
No, we can't see your screen.
You
Hello?
can't see my. Hello, can you hear me?
I said I can hear you. Now, okay. Nurse Mercy.
Yes, sir.
Let me help you to project your screen from here. Then you can go ahead with your presentation. Is that okay?
Okay, that will be fine. Thank you.
All right, go ahead. You can go ahead now. So I'm sharing your screen. They can put your presentation.
Okay, let me log in again because I'm
Okay.
somewhere else.
Network zero for this weekend.
Yes.
All right, I'm sharing your screen now. Okay, so you can go ahead now. I'm sharing your screen.
Okay, let me go back to the presentation because I can't find it.
I'm sharing your screen. Just talk to these slides. Can you see it now?
No, I can't. Okay, now I can see it. I'm back.
Don't worry, I'll be sharing for you. Don't worry.
Yes, I was trying to find my way back to the Zoom meeting.
Don't worry, just keep on presenting. I'll be changing the slides for you. Don't worry. So you can manage time.
Okay,
right.
So we're talking about digital marketing, your pathway to financial freedom, your 9 to 5 work. Please, you can go to the next slide.
Okay.
Next. Have you ever thought that you could make money with just your smartphone and internet connection? Like, have you ever imagined that you can make money with just your smartphone and internet connection? This is something that all of us we need to ask ourselves because you're in time now that you don't need only your 9 to 5 work, or you don't need to go into any business to make money. You can actually make money online. And who am I that you should listen to? As it has been said earlier on, my name is Mrs. Mercy James Tuwanga, and my students in the digital marketing. Hello?
All right.
Can you hear me?
Please excuse me. Excuse me. Yes. One hand is up now. You can go ahead then.
Okay. I have coached and successfully trained over 50 people in this online business that you are about to learn. A few years ago, I was stuck in a painful cycle. I had a job, yet every single month, my salary would disappear before I could even catch my breath. You know, upkeep, debts, unnecessary billings from people here and there, and you can imagine. All of us here, I believe, we are civil servants, and if you are just depending on your salary, you know that from month to month, it will never be enough for you. So at the end of the month, I had nothing left, no savings, no investment, just survival. My story changed when I came across a no-failed business model following the 3 steps that you're about to learn now. So who is this training for? It is for an extremely busy 9 to 5 workers such as medical doctors, nurses, midwives, radiographers, bankers, military personnel. I even have a mentee who is a police officer. It is also good for fresh graduates and students, core members, stay-at-home moms and dads, small business owners, those who try to make money online but keep failing. And this business model is just for everyone. As long as you have a smartphone, you are good to go. The next slide, please. In case you have these questions running through your mind, can I legitimately make money online? The answer is absolutely yes. Do I need a laptop? Because some people will say, okay, going into digital marketing, I only have a phone, I don't have a laptop. I can guarantee you that you can only start with your smartphone and internet connection, you'll be good to go. And is this a referral business where you need to bring 2 people for you to earn? Or maybe it's an investment business that you just need to put your money like Forex and it will be growing and expect it to grow? No. What is affiliate marketing and who is an affiliate marketer? An affiliate marketing is a process of making money online. Every time someone purchases a product based on your recommendation, you can find a product you like, then you promote it to those who need it and make profit from the sale in the form of commission. And an affiliate marketer is an individual or a company that markets other people's or companies' products or services and get a commission in return for each product sold. So for example, here we have companies that are into affiliate marketing like Jumia that we all know, Uber and Amazon. For companies like Jumia, you know, they have several products on the platform, but those products are not owned by the company itself. So the product owners, like the vendors, they register their products on the platform. So the platform that is a Jumia, it helps them to advertise their products. So anyone that comes across the Jumia app and purchases a product on the platform, so Jumia will have their commission because they help the product owners to advertise it. So they will have their commission. So anytime you purchase a product, the Jumia app, the owner, he has his own commission. Then the product owner also has his commission. Likewise with Uber. Uber, they don't produce any car. They don't have any car. But like they create a platform where people that own cars can register their vehicles there. So anytime you want to book an Uber, you just go to the app and book an Uber and it will be readily available to you. That's how it is. Even the Amazon that is owned by the richest man, Jeff Bezos, he owns the platform, but the products on the platform are not his own. Just like I said earlier on Jumia, the product owners they list their product on the platform. Then he advertises it through his platform. Anybody that purchases a product on the platform, he has his own commission, and the vendors also have their own commission. Next slide, please. Hello, can you hear me? Thank you.
You can raise your
Some
voice a bit.
testimonials.
You can raise your voice a bit. You can raise your voice a bit. Yes.
I think.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me now? I think it's the network. Some
Yes,
testimonials
you can
of
raise
my
your
students.
voice. Yes, I can hear you, but your voice is low somehow. Okay, go ahead now. All right, thank you. I have questions
Okay.
for you already, so go ahead.
All right. Some testimonials of my students using the 3-step strategy that I am going to unveil onto you. Though it's really small here, there's Uche Charles. He's a Nigerian. The Uche Charles here is a graduate. He graduated 5 years ago with first class from the University of Nsukka. So ever since he graduated, he has been looking for a job, but you know how Nigeria is. So he came up one day, I was given a training on affiliate marketing and he came across the training. So he chatted me up and said this is his problem and he doesn't really know, he doesn't have any helper and he wants to start making money on his own. So I introduced him into affiliate marketing and in less than 2 weeks, after he has studied his training course and implemented all that he has learned, he came back to my DM and showed me his dashboard that he has already made a sale. The second person, Mrs. Camila, she is a Cameroonian. She is also my mentee. She signed up on DigiStem affiliate marketing platform following mentorship and guidance. She was able to make sales in just 2 days of registering. Likewise, the other person, the next person is Wangai. Her name is Wangai. She's from Zimbabwe. They're also my students. These are their testimonials. Next slide, please. Am I too fast?
You are not too
Hello,
fast. You know, it's a new business. There will be many questions anyway. You are not too fast. But go ahead. I will share the slide with other participants so they can take a look at it.
Okay. $140 made in less than 24 hours. Somebody will say, wow, is this really possible? Yes, it's possible. After months of doing trial and error, here are the 3 easy steps that will determine your success in this affiliate marketing business. Below, I made $140 in less than 24 hours using the 3 easy steps. Don't worry, it's easier than you think. So if you zoom it, you will see it here. This is the platform that I affiliate for DigiStem. And I made 7 sales of a digital product. And each of the products costs $40 and your commission will be $20. So automatically 20 multiplied by 7, you have 140. So imagine yourself making $140 in 24 hours. How much are you going to make in a month? Let's just continue to see. The next slide, please.
Okay, I'm coming. Yes, I've changed it.
All right. These are some of the reasons why this business is very easy to start and set up. You don't need to create any products. As I said, as an affiliate marketer, yours is to connect the final consumer and the product owner. The products are already there on the platform. Yours is just to advertise it, find customers are interested in what you are selling, then you link them up to the product, to the final product, and they purchase it. So whenever you recommend a product to a person and the person purchases it through your unique affiliate link, automatically there is a system that is being created, that is being put in place, that will track your sales. And each sale that is being made by a customer, you receive your commission automatically. You don't need to rent a shop or register the business because everything is just done online. You don't need to hire anybody or to be hired. You're your own boss. Your own boss. You can decide to work in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, even at night. You can make sales. You can start from the comfort of your room with just your smartphone and internet connection, as I've said earlier on. And you can start with your phone. That's what I just said. The next slide, please. So this is the three easy steps. The three easy step formula to consistently make 100 to 500K monthly. Understanding these three easy steps will change your financial life, and it is 100% guaranteed. Next slide, please. The first step is for you to get access to a hot-selling product on a reliable asset marketing platform. My favorite platform is Litigation, and they pay in dollars. Litigation is an affiliate marketing platform that allows you to earn in dollars. Sorry, I'm not sure. Litigation is an affiliate marketing platform that allows you to earn in dollars as an affiliate marketer by recommending helpful digital products to people who need them. Don't worry, I will show you how to get access that will help you know the hot selling products that sells like crazy. That is their logo there for the affiliate marketing platform, Litigation.
Go to the next slide.
Yes, please.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I want to go to the level of how do we sign up? Then what does it take? Then what's in for Afrocentric?
Okay, testimony. Okay, let's go to the next slide.
Okay.
To save time.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
The second step is to find an easy way. Second step. The previous one, yeah, thank you. Find an easy way to attract people that will buy the product. First, after identifying the hot selling product in the market, the next one is, no matter how hot selling the product is, if you don't find people that will buy it, it's useless. So the second step is for you to find an easy way to attract people that will buy the product that you are marketing. This is what we call lead magnet and lead generation. Now you have identified the product that is hot selling on the platform. The next step is for you to find people. And how to find people? I know some people might be asking in their mind, okay, how do I find people that are interested in buying what I have to sell? I don't want to go fast. Actually, I will unveil it to us later. Let's just continue. The next slide, please.
Okay. Okay, I'm coming. Very important.
Then the third and the final step is for you to create a system in place that makes those people buy whether you're online or not. It is possible for you to automate your sales funnel in such a way that even if you're not online, even if you're not actively online, as long as your data is on, you can be making sales because you've already automated everything. So sometimes, like, I will not be online, but my WhatsApp bots will be responding to customers in my DM because I've already automated my funnel. So even if you come to my DM, I don't need to be online actively to be chatting you up because everything has been automated. The messages and how to respond to the messages and how to make the customers in your DM to be your client and everything. So you need to find a system in place that will make those people, whether you're online or not, so you will not even mix yourselves. That is very important. The next slide, please.
Okay.
So how do you identify your hot selling product on the platform? This is where the ultimate money machine training course comes in. This training course is the $10 secret to build a profitable online business that makes you $100 or more weekly as a complete beginner on the platform. So as I said earlier on, the platform which I have first for is the Digistem, and they pay every week. As long as you're able to make sales within the week, they pay every Saturdays. You place your withdrawal on Fridays, like today. Then on Saturdays, you get credited into your local bank account. Since they pay in dollars, someone will be wondering, okay, do I need to create a dollar account to receive my payments? No. The platform, they have a system that will convert the dollars that you've earned through your sales automatically into your local currency, whether you are a Nigerian or you are from Zimbabwe or you're from Ghana or you're from Cameroon, depending on the country that you are in. As long as you sign up with them and you are able to make sales within the week and you place your withdrawal every day on Fridays. No, not every day, sorry, on Fridays only. That's when you can make your withdrawal as long as you make sales. You place it on Friday and you receive your credit alert on Saturdays. So in the last slide, that's my picture over there. I won a sales challenge, which concluded last year, December. So the prize I got after making some certain number of sales on the platform, because they did a bonus. For if you are able to make a certain number of sales, this is what you are going to win. If you make a certain number of sales, this is what you are going to win. So I won myself a package of what 100,000 naira. So you can either decide to choose a 100,000 naira bonus or a package that is worth 100,000 naira. So I chose one that is worth 100,000 naira, sorry, and I received my prize. And I was able to do that with the help of the Ultimate Money Machine course. That's a training course that will teach you everything that you need to know about affiliate marketing on the Digistem platform, like how to get the products, how to get the people that will buy from you, the use of words, suitable words that you can use to convince people to buy what you are marketing. That's the art of copywriting. The use of words to convince people, and where exactly. There are different products on the platform, and every product has its own target consumer. So it's not every product that I see on the platform that I will market it to everybody. So that this Ultimate Money Machine training course, it will teach you how to get the people that will buy the products that you're interested in marketing. Let's go to the next slide, please. The next slide, please. The previous one. What my students learn in my mentorship group. You know, in every business, you need someone, in anything that you want to do in life, like you need someone that will guide you. Some people, they say mentorship, it eases the time that you will need to take in figuring out how something works. When I started my affiliate marketing business, like I started blindly because I had no one to look up to. So all my success story and everything, I really struggled for months before I was able to make my first sale, which was not really easy. Had it been I had a mentor or someone that I can look up to, the person can either guide me, okay, these are the things that you need to do, these are the things that you need to put in place. But I figured out everything about the business myself. So after figuring it out, and I have mastered it for a while, because I've been into affiliate marketing almost getting to 3 years. I have affiliated for different platforms here in Nigeria. And this is what I offer to my students that are in my mentorship group. I have my Telegram group, support group for extra guidance and access to all the materials. There are some materials that, as you start this business, actually, it's a learning platform. You need to grow. It's not something that you start and you say stagnant. Because from affiliate marketing, there are other opportunities that you can explore. There are other digital skills that you can start, that you can do. You can start with affiliate marketing, then in the process, learn graphic design, learn content creation, learn copywriting, learn freelancing. You can just do anything. But once you are open to learning, there is no limit to what you can learn. Then I'll also give them access to my step-to-step blueprint on how to win sales challenge, as I've already told you. I have a blueprint that I've already created for my mentees. My organic leads generation mastery blueprint. As I said earlier on, if you want to promote a product, you definitely need people, because everything you're selling is selling it to people. So you need people to buy the product. So there's a blueprint that I have written for my mentees. Like if you want to know, okay, maybe you don't have enough money to run into paid ads. So there's a organic lead generation method. I share it with them. My proven success blueprint on how to make 50 to 100K weekly with your smartphone. How to sell massively in a very short period of time. Answers to objective questions prospective buyers make, and more. Next slide. Let me show you. Okay. Let me show you why you need the UMM course. The first picture here is Joshua Dukwe. He's a Nigerian. He started affiliate marketing at the age of 16 years old. And today he earned in millions weekly, and he also won a car. 2 cars actually. 2 cars on the platform. This is Mrs. Marvis. Mrs. Marvis also is an affiliate marketer on Digistem platform. She earned in millions weekly also, and she also won herself 2 cars on the platform. And the third person, ACK University, is a Ghanaian. These are examples of people on the platform that are doing extremely well weekly. The next slide, please.
Okay.
So in addition to the UMM course, the other is the ultimate money machine course. Like now, if you want to start affiliate marketing on Digistem, the only way that you can get started is for you to go through the UMM course. That is the ultimate money machine training course. And after you get started through the course, this is what you are going to get. That is the free bonuses that you're going to get from the platform itself. A free Digistem affiliate account that pays in dollars, which is worth 10,000 Naira. The tools you need to find the best-selling products that will let you earn massive commissions, which is worth 20,000 Naira. A secret, simple strategy to find hungry audience willing to pay any amount of money for your product, which is worth 25,000 Naira. The blueprint on generating leads from Facebook. You're going to be taught Facebook ads and also TikTok ads and Twitter ads. That's X app. The content writing and copywriting masterclass plus free access to a lot of copy and paste scripts. Then the last one is how to turn your WhatsApp into a cash money blueprint. There are other bonuses on the platform once you sign up as an affiliate marketer through the UMM course. You get to learn how to do YouTube monetization, create your YouTube account from the barest minimum, and how to monetize it. There are other benefits, lots of benefits. How to create a landing page, how to create a web design course, graphic design course, everything. You're going to learn it for free. That's why I said earlier on, as long as you're open to learning, as long as you're willing to learn and you have the time. Because affiliate marketing, since it is done online and it is digital marketing, it requires you to be online, have an access to a good network. Once you calculate the bonuses over there, it's up to 121,000. But now I'm not going to charge you that. But because you have stayed for this training up to this time around, that's for the people that are still present. I don't know how many people are still around. The next slide, please.
Okay.
If you want to get started, If you want to start your affiliate marketing journey on Digistem platform, I have an offer for just the first 10 persons that are ready to take action within 24 hours. You are just going to pay the amount of 14,500 naira. This is a one-time payment. Like if you register, if you get registered today with your 14,500 naira, you have access to your affiliate marketing accounts. You have access to all the products on the platform, and you still have access to the UMM training course. Plus, you have access to my mentorship group and all the bonuses that I've mentioned earlier on. And this is just a one-time payment. Like if you pay 14,500 naira today, you don't need to renew your account. You don't need to do anything. It's just a one-time payment, and you have access to your affiliate account for a year, for a whole year. So after a year of your registration, you need to renew your account if you want to continue with the business with 5,000 naira only. But as you register today with 14,500 naira, you don't need any extra amount of money to be paid for you to get started. Everything will be sent to you. Once you've done your registration, an email with your email address. So the training course will be sent to your mail, and you take it at your own pace. You can decide to finish learning in a day. You can decide to finish learning in 1 week or months, depending on your level of assimilation. And after taking your training course, the platform has a system of giving you a certification to show that yes, you are a certified affiliate marketer with this platform, and you can use it anywhere. So this is my WhatsApp number that is displayed there. And if you're interested, if you want to grab the offer is just for 24 hours, like I said, and it's for the first 10 persons. The 11th person will actually pay 20,000 naira because this is just a massive discount for everyone. The next slide, please.
Okay.
The previous, sorry.
Is it here?
No, the last 3 slides. The previous one. Yes, this one. Now you have, no, sorry, the previous one. Oh, the next, sorry, next. So now you have 2 choices to make. The first option is for you to do nothing. Keep waiting for the government to increase your payments and hope that the economy gets better. You know the situation of the country. Like things are just getting more expensive day by day. And even if the salary is being increased, you know the daily cost of living keeps increasing day by day. The second option is for you to take action and watch your financial situation change in a striking way in the next 30 days, sorry. Whether we all like it or not, that 30 days will definitely come and pass. Those people that will take action today, they will definitely see results within the next 30 days. And those that will refuse to take action, definitely, inaction is an action. You will definitely see your results. So whenever you are ready to get started, like I said, I have an offer, a discount offer of 24 hours. You can send straight to my DM. That's my WhatsApp number that is being displayed there. And the slides will be shared across in the group. So if you're interested to take action, you can send me a message on WhatsApp and we'll get you enrolled in the business. Next slide.
Okay.
When you make your payments right now, this is the bonus for fast action takers. Aside from the free lifetime access to my mentorship group chat, and of course you have access, one-on-one access to me. Anytime you have questions, anytime you have doubts, you can always talk to me. You have free access to the blueprint on how to make your first 100K without running paid ads. You have free business professional tools for marketing. You have free Twitter organic traffic blueprints. If you are the kind of person that wants to focus on Twitter, you have that. You have free access to lots of copy and paste scripts. Then there's free Digistem account that pays in dollars. The total value here is just priceless, and you're getting it for just 14,500 naira. The next slide.
Okay. Is it fine?
Affiliate marketing on Digistem changed my life, and it can change yours too. You don't need to wait for the perfect time to act. The perfect time is now. So after having said it all, if you have any questions, because I know you have lots of questions actually that went through your mind. So if you have questions, you can ask me and I'll respond to them. I think we've
All
come to
right,
the end
thank you
of
very much for this
the
wonderful.
presentation.
Are you rounding up or do you have another slide?
No, that's all.
Okay, all right. The floor is open. You know, this is a question that is coming up. I have my question for Afrocentric. So before I ask you a question particular to me, I want to keep the floor open for others to ask questions. All right, if you have a question, please do so. In Afrocentric, we have two agendas. We target corporate people, those who are working is a corporate training, what we are running in GBV. But we also understand that some students want to join this training, and that's why we bring this kind of training here. And even as workers, we can actually have side business, right, apart from 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 p.m. So the floor is open for questions. Please do that. Do you have any questions? Please ask a question now directly. Then I'm going to share the slides. You can reach out to her directly. All right. Question. Question, please. Oh, nobody asking question. Okay. Well, if there is no question,
that means nobody understood what I said now. If you have a question, it's either you understood everything or you don't understand anything at all.
It could be that. Well, don't worry. What I said, I will share the slide. And you know, this target of them, most of them are salary earners, and this could be a strange thing for them anyways. And one person here who has what's it called, a chamber, barrister Mohamed Muguno, well, it might need something about the Google My Business. That's actually in my own area of interest. So I want to ask a question now. In Afrocentric, how do you expand our reach? What strategy would you like to give us to reach more participants? Not only GBV training, we have other training programs. What strategy will you suggest to us? Then this subscription, to subscribe now, you say it's 14,500, right?
Yes.
Okay, so DigiStream, if I want to get to DigiStream, how much does that cost? So these are the two questions I have. Afrocentric, how do we reach out to other participants beyond Nigeria? Right, thank you.
Okay, the answer to your first question, how to reach out to other participants, right?
Yes, outside Nigeria.
Outside Nigeria?
Yes. I saw in your slide, you have some people from Cameroon and Zimbabwe. So,
yes.
So I'm looking at, do you have any strategy you can give us? Maybe we have to optimize our Google search engine or people searching on there.
Okay, if you are targeting either a specific location here in Nigeria or a specific country, actually that means you have to go into paid ads.
Okay.
Through either Facebook ads or Google ads, because that's the only way you can reach out to massive people in a very short period of time. But that one, it's not really free. You just have to pay.
So
Yes.
Google ad or Facebook ad. So which one is cheaper? Google ad or Facebook ad? Which one is cheaper? How much for 5 days on Facebook? How much for 5 days on Google?
It depends on the kind of people you're targeting.
I'm targeting professionals.
Professionals?
Who are working. Yes. So like, just give me an estimate.
For Facebook ads, running it for 5, I would say you have like 100,000, 50, 100,000, or 100,000, 200,000 at most.
200,000 naira?
Yes. If
to
you want to
for 5 days.
Yes, if you want to target, if you're running ads, definitely the person that you are going to contact, that means it's a business. You have to pay the person for his knowledge and then pay for the work.
No, what I'm saying is that I want to run an advertisement on Facebook or on Google to attract you for this training. How much is an average 5 days advertisement?
Yeah, for Facebook, 50 to 100,000 is okay.
Okay, what about on Google?
On Google, I have not run ads on Google actually.
Okay, which one is cheaper? Okay, so you cannot compare and contrast, right?
Yes.
Right.
Facebook is cheaper. Facebook definitely will be cheaper.
Then again, one thing I want to do for me is that, can you share your LinkedIn what's it called? LinkedIn profile and Facebook profile, so I can share it on the link on the group, so people, they can link up with you and contact you. I'll drop your slide. And again, do you run this kind of free conversation or live streaming on your social media platforms?
Okay, it's all right, no problem.
All right, thank you very much. All right, how do I say it now? Magistrate Safiya has left. So thank you so much, our man of the match. Anyway, if I have to say that, he's not man of the match, our main man today, Barrister Mohammed Moguno. Thank you so much for your time. He was the first person to came on this graduation program today. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it. And you promised me two things. You promised to connect with a lady in the Harvard University who is researching into Afrocentric, Eurocentric, and Islamic civilization. Is that correct? So you promised to get me a book on that. So again, the contact, I'll reach out to you, sir. So once again, thank you very much. Let me ask Angelina James to give a vote of thanks to all our speakers today, and especially Coach Messi for our presentation. Angelina, are you there? Can you unmute and give the vote of thanks? All right, you can go ahead. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah. You can go ahead. You can go ahead. Unmute yourself. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic and speak. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm already there. Thank you so much. You really meant a lot. If I was so I'm so blessed. I'm so glad. In fact, I wish I have the money out to just read. So I will try and register for your class. It's very educating and very interesting. Thank you so much for enlightening us.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you very much. On a final note, today we have to give honor to who honor is due. We have a doctor here in our midst, Dr. Mojirola Iheme. Madam, are you around? Mommy, are you here? Hello, Dr. Moji Iheme, are you still on the call? Okay, Marlene, to call. Yes, I'm coming to Jos now. I'm coming to Jos. Let me come and catch you there. Marlene, are you here? Okay, yes. So you are going to thank the entire class. It's a privilege to share the same platform with eminent persons like this in our midst. It's a privilege. And I believe that you guys have connected with them already on LinkedIn. So we are going to give a special vote of thanks to Barrister Mohammed Moguno and also the entire graduating class today. And also our coach, Messi. We are going to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the class. I'm going to hand on that. So the time is already 6:03. So give a vote of thanks, then we wrap it up. Thank you very much. You can open your camera. This is the last day. Then it's fine. All right, thank you very much. Okay, don't worry. Go ahead. Don't worry, you can just go ahead.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. We just want to appreciate and thank you, sir, for the privilege. It's nice meeting you on this special day, our graduation day. We say thanks with all the insights you brought to us. We are going to put it in practice. We really appreciate, and may God continue to protect you. That's our speaker for today, Barrister Mohammed Mongono. And also our coach, Chief Messi, and Barrister Safiya from Bauchi. We appreciate, big thanks goes to you. And also you, our Afrocentric Masterclass, we also thank you also for all you have put into us. We appreciate, thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you, you're welcome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much. Barrister Muguno, do you want to give a closing remark or any talk, final words? Thank you so much. You promised me many things, oh, sir. 2 books to Lagos. I don't mind.
These are just the small things. We'll do more.
Books and
Can
get
you hear
connected
me?
with this lady in the US.
Oh,
who is
yes,
working
definitely.
on Afrocentric. Yeah, all right.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. I will post the recording in a moment on YouTube so you can watch it later on. Thank you very much, everyone. Coach Mercy, thank you. You are still going to give me strategy, get more participants in our training. All right, thank you so much, sir. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you. All right, sir. Bye.
Do we have tests later, sir?